to StichyGames. My name's Diz, and welcome to Prison Architect. I'm excited to play this, especially because this is my 50th video. I was going to record Tube Tycoon, but it is not saving my game. For some reason, once you close the game out, the save file is gone. So I would have to play the entire thing in one sitting, and I might one day soon if I get enough time. But yeah, it's proving to be a pain. So for my 50th video, and especially to give a little nod back to Mark and Jamie, because you guys know I love my UK boys, Mark had a live stream where he gave away a couple copies of Prison Architect, and my husband was lucky enough to win one. So even though he should be playing this, he probably will, but I'm going to take a crack at it first. Basically, we're just building a prison, and I have a general idea as to the kind of shape I want for my prison and kind of how I want it to look, but we'll see if I can actually do that. I opened this once and played around with it a little bit just to get kind of oriented with it, because all I know is what I've seen of Mark playing it, and it's really different to do it yourself. They don't really give you like a tutorial or anything. This is what it opens to. This is what you see. So you got to kind of click around and find your way. We're going to start. I'm going to pause this here, go into reports, and I'm going to turn my intake to closed, because if I start getting prisoners before I even have a place to put them, they're just gonna go running off and then I'm screwed. So not taking prisoners right now, but I'm gonna let this play because so all of our workers are now here. Hello, look at them, they're so cute. Okay, so we need all the basics, everything you'd think would be in a prison. You need the kitchen and the utilities, the bathroom, showers, all that stuff. You need cells, you need offices for all the administrative staff, you need common areas for the staff, you need all kinds of stuff. So what we can start with is dismantling nature. And I'm just gonna color in all of these trees so they can get to work on these, because I'm gonna need a nice flat surface to play on. Basically, the shape that I want to end up with is the where you see it now is kind of like, I kind of want a backwards C. I kind of want all of the offices and everything to be kind of front and center, and then down here on the bottom half is going to be cells, and the top half is going to be the kitchen and bathrooms and, you know, cafeteria and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I want to go for. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all that, we need a good foundation. So I'm going to start, we need these trees gone. Where are my workers? Oh, they're working on it. See, look at them. They're down there chopping down the little trees with their little bitty axes. Okay. I can start, I guess, in the front area here. I will make my front section. I kind of want to make like this, like I said, the front area, and then the offices over here. I want this middle section, I'm going to have the building kind of wrap around just the front of it, is going to be like the recreation, the park outside area. Recess time, I guess is what you would call it. But let's start, because I really need these trees out. I'll actually just start on the cells. Why not? So we're going to need a fair amount of cells. So I'm going to have it stretch. I want to kind of make it down here. So that's going to be our cell block. And we're going to put a door on this. We'll put a door here. Oh, well, maybe not there. Let's put a door. I'm going to put a door here and then put cells on both sides. So the cells don't have to be very big. I know this looks like, you know, half the building now, but I'm going to need a lot of these cells if I'm going to need a lot of prisoners to make up all the money to build the prison. So we're going to need to make some walls in here. Let's go to materials. We're going to go to concrete wall. I think. Outdoor only. I don't need a perimeter. I need concrete wall. So this is going to be our outside wall here. And then cells, they say, are 2 by 3, so there's 2 by 3 is just this tiny little square, and the wall would be like out to here, like the floor space is 2 by 3. So I'm gonna be a little bit nice and make them 3 by 3, I think. So let's make like that. They're gonna have to build the whole room first, but basically that's what's gonna be happening, is these little tiny rooms. So while they're doing that and they're breaking all that shiz down, let's make another foundation, and we will stretch it out to here. And that's actually, I want to try and keep it somewhat even. Somewhat even. I make no guarantees because I can't. I need this row. I'm skipping all over the place. I think I'm on the same row. I don't even know. Okay, I'll start kind of here. Kind of make it like a little something like that. Then, oh, insufficient. We're insufficient. No. Okay. Then I'll work with what I got for now. And I will bring out this nice little reception area. Put that in, and then I can start. Well, we'll do that for now, because I'm gonna need a lot of space, but not like a ridiculous amount of space. We'll go from there, and if I'll add more rooms to it. That's all we got right now. So in doing all of this, you need money. So I'm gonna take out a couple of grants here, just so that I can get, once they're filled. Okay, once they're done, then the lights will automatically go in. So we're gonna have all this going on. Go ahead and do that. They're still taking down all these trees, so it's gonna take a while for them to get this whole building done. I might just speed up some time here and let them get this shit done. And look at them go, like little busy bees. There we go. Now we can start making some walls. Okay, so this is going to be our cell block. Hopefully this is all I'm going to need for a million bajillion crazy amount of prisoners. So I'm going to make an aisle going down. Well, I'm going to close this off. So this is now its own separate entity. And I'll put a door out here so that they can still get into this area. And then let's go back to our wall. Now we need, this is gonna be, so I think that's 2 by 3. Don't you build that wall. Don't you build that wall. God, I wish I could see. Trying to see these little squares. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. So if I build the walls here and here, that looks a decent size. Is this, oh, it's gonna be too small. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright. It is tedious, yes, but it's going to be worth it when I can put all of these prisoners in here and make us lots and lots of money. So that we can make this prison even bigger. I might even put just half a cell block and then add more later as I need it. Okay, so there's that. So we've got at least these cells. Now what we're going to need, I can see, you know, all the flashing lights, we're going to need electricity and water and all that stuff, which we'll get to in a minute. But these are going to be cells, so I'm going to go ahead and label them as cells once they put the walls in, because I can't see where the walls are. Then I'll go back to materials. We'll do our concrete wall here. Once they finish that. Oh, they're still working on everything. They're so slow. Speed things up and get this big room done. And I know it's skinnier on the top here than it is on the bottom, but I'll be working with this. We'll be adding to this as we go, because I know we're going to need more stuff. There's never going to be enough space. It's always going to be a mess. Since these are cells, we're going to put cell doors on them. Where are the cell doors? We don't have just like a cell door. Alright, so this is gonna be what it is. They're gonna get jail doors. I'm just kind of putting them wherever. They'll get rid of the trash. Okay, so those all have doors now. Now, oh god, it's so dark. So basically I want to put the park like back here. I probably add, you know, more building, another room or so like in the middle here, but the park's pretty much going to be like back in this niche area. It's going to wrap around, but not completely around. I don't want it dead center. I kind of want it towards the back so that it, you know, the whole building is separating it from the street. Let's go ahead and put in let's see, we've got a fair amount of cells now. We can add to that later. Let's do our concrete wall to separate these, because this is going to be like administrative offices, and then I'll probably put like common rooms and all this stuff in this area. This is going to be like the whole staff area. Eventually I'll either knock this wall down and make it bigger, or I'll just add more stuff to it. Did we put a, what is that? Oh, that's a wall. We need a door. So I keep going to the door thing for rooms, but we can put a staff door here, because you don't want prisoners getting in there. Finding another way to run out. And then we'll put a staff door here so that people can actually get into the offices. And now that they've got the cells done down here, I want to, before I forget, I want to label those as cells. So there's a cell, and there's a cell, all the way down. All the way down here. And like I said, I'm going to add more cells as we go, but just in the interest of saving money, Dump this shit. Why is there fucking trees and shit in here, people? Just, hello. All of this mess. Alright. So we've got a fair amount of cells. We need power. We need power. So, let's make our energy. I will put them... I'll put one here for the electricity. Oh, no, not that. Not that. And put one here. Nope, it's out too far. I want it to be even. Somewhat even. And this one for the water. Then we just need... Woo! Gotta wall that off. And then more staff doors so they can get into it from either direction. And we will put our power station right in the middle there, and the water pump station right in the middle here. Electrical cables. So, I need it running here. How do I turn this? So, most of this room has power, but now I have to... Or is it going to face them all the wrong way and it's not going to work? Let's see what happens. I'm really curious, because there's no way to, like, turn it so that the current flows through it. Okay, it's turning. They're turning it automatically. Sweet. Alright, cool. That's good to know. So I've got this going like this going like this. I'm hoping that that does it. This will go all the way to the end. And now we should have plenty of electricity. And I'm gonna need a staff door. I thought I had one here, but I guess not. But now I do. Now we need water. Eventually. We don't have anything needing water right now, but... Oh, I need electricity running to it. I need electricity running to the pump station. So that'll be going. Alright, this is looking good. Okay. So, since we're in this area here, let's look at rooms. What? This is a common room. Reception. Okay. So when they first come in, they're going to be taken to here, which will be reception. And should I put a wall there? I don't really think I need a wall there. I don't really think so. Visitation, we can put here. That I will put walls around. Oh, can't run it into... the wall. Hoping that's enough room. If not, like I said, I'll have to fix it, but put a door in there. Just like that. And let's do the offices. Why not? It's not that super exciting when you're first starting out because it's like it's hard to envision what you want to do. The offices only have to be like 4x4, so I don't need a lot of them. So I'm going to start them. I'm going to put the offices at the back, and then the front here will be like more of a common area and stuff like that. So if I put a wall, let's see, 2, 3. That looks good. That one's a little bit bigger, but got some kick-ass offices that we'll put over here. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need, so I might have to take one of these out, but you know. We'll figure that out when we get to it. And these can all be just regular freaking doors. I'm actually going to have to... I don't want a TV in the wall. What the hell? Oh, I can't take it back. It's done now. It's done now. Oh, demolish wall. Yes. Okay. We'll demolish these 2 bits of wall. And yep, take those out. And we'll put this guy's office here. And we'll put a door. I keep going to the door. There, so that there's that. I think something is amiss here. We'll put 2 of those there. Connect those, I guess. I'm hoping that's how you do that. So now we've got our offices, we've got our cells, we've got a reception area, we've got visitation. We don't have the stuff in it yet because, like I said, this is bare bones because we're figuring all of it out. Now we're going to need like our kitchen area and stuff like that. So here in the front, actually, we will put rooms. Our staff room. How big does that have to be? 4x4. Maybe like friggin' 4x8. Who gives a shit? And then so that's the staff room. Now we have the common room, which I feel like is the same thing. Staff room, common room. We'll put walls around it. Like that. They will get some regular doors. Why isn't the light going on here, people? Is it not connected to? just dismantle that one. And I guess it's supposed to be giving it more power. Why isn't it getting any more power? Like, just, he's like grunting over it and shit. Alright, yeah, there we go. No, nope, there we don't go. Do I have to, like, connect it to the frickin'... I don't understand. Switch on? Switch on? Switch on? Yeah! There we go. Okay. So we've got a fair amount of power for what we've got. Sweet. Alright. Now we can see. Wonderful. Wonderful. Alright, so we need some lights in that visitation room there. It's sort of tiny, but I might branch off this way. I don't want to keep tearing down walls that I'm putting up, so we need lights. We need lights. Doot, 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 doot. Alright, sweet. So in our cells, we'll get our cells dressed up, and then, well, actually, I know I'm like all over the place. It's ridiculous. We got our staff room, our common room. Now we need, I'm going to make a space for the kitchen and get that set, and then I think we're gonna be good for now. I might actually put it in the middle here and say... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want a foundation. Yes, please. We'll put... So we can put... I'll probably leave, like, this area maybe empty instead of putting cells right here. And we'll put this whole area... No, I don't want to bridge it. Don't want to bridge it. Park's gonna have to go in the back because I'm trying to make this somewhat even, and it's driving me banana sandwich because I just like jacked my shit up. I'll bring it in a little bit and put it. We'll make it like this, like that. And then we can split it. We'll split it kind of like this, because I'm going to need more room for like the kitchen and cafeteria than I am for like the showers and stuff. So I'll split it probably little more than half, well, a little less than half, depending on how you look at it. Once they put the floor and everything in, and then I'm going to need... regular doors, staff door, so that they can't get into there. Then, yay! Then, well, yes, we're gonna need to close this off. Then, yeah, a little bit lower than center. I'll close it off, and we'll have like kitchen area here and shower bathroom area here. And I think that looks pretty good for now. I know it looks, like I said, kind of janky, but I'm working on it. I might just save this little middle area for the park here, but I kind of want to keep it in the back. I want it in the back of the building, but I'm going to stop it here because it's really easy to get sucked into this, and it's going to be more fun as it goes along because I'll be able to kind of tweak things and fix things where I see fit. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for 2,000 views. Thank you for 43 subscribers. Thank you for my 50th video. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. I always try to make sure that the people that are watching my videos know that I appreciate every last minute that you spend with me, and it's, like I said, it's an amazing time to do this, and to get positive feedback and see that people are enjoying it. So that being said, I hope you had fun spending time with me today. I hope you come back to see me again soon. All fun stuff is in the description down below. Leave a comment on the video if you dug it. Check me on all social media. It's at StichyGames. If you don't know, like if you like, subscribe if you super like, and if you can't do the time, build a prison. I'll see you in the next video. Oozles. Okay, yes! Butt stomp the shit out of him! Yeah! Oh!